Hey everybody, welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. We're in Barbara's room right now, and if you watched the last episode, well, you saw a story in comic book form that probably embellished quite a bit what happened to Barbara. I don't know how much of that story was true. I mean, how much of it could be true? There were no witnesses, so I'm sure it was probably pretty much all made up, except for the ear part. The ear that was found in a music box, I think. Don't know how that happened, but pretty disturbing nonetheless. This house makes noises. Yeah, houses make noises. Old houses make noises. It's a nice touch that they put that in here. But I think we're done with Barb's room. I think it's time that we get out of this place. See that? This house makes noises, man. Crazy. I don't want to miss anything, but I've already walked around this room, and I guess we've seen everything that there is to see, and we've heard Edith talk about everything there is to talk about. Actually, I don't know whether that's true or not. We could crawl back in there. Actually, that's the only way we get out of here. We can't go out the door. These doors are all sealed up with that foam stuff. And there's that ominous music again. Probably just gets triggered whenever we enter this part of the room. But let's go ahead and crawl back through here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
There you go. That's why Mom didn't like her playing with the music box. Go ahead and crawl out of here. So I'm curious. Actually, is it getting darker? Is like time progressing in this game? I'm curious. I wonder if we could go back outside. I just want to know. Oh yeah, there's no running in this game. There's no running in Edith Finch. Okay, I can't open that door. But, like I said, I do want to see if we could go back outside. I just want to see.
It's funny.
Oh.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Huh. So that's how we're going to get in the basement. We're going to go back to the music box. I'm glad she said that. I mean, it's been a whole day since I played. I can't be expected to remember everything. Ah, crap. I can't get out, can I? The game's not going to let me. The game's like, nope, you've already done that part of the game. I wanted to go back out because somebody in the comments told me I missed something. And I wanted to see if I could go find it. But nope, that ship has sailed. So, we'll go back in here, and I guess we'll go back upstairs because I don't think there's anything left for us to see
I wonder if that
downstairs.
comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Oh, okay. So this is the game dropping hints on how to go down the basement. But I'm not going to go down the basement yet. I'm afraid if I do the music box, that she'll just get all eager and open the basement door, even though I don't want her to. So we're going to go back up here. And boy, it just seems like it's getting darker. So here's Molly's room. That's a room we've already been in. This is this is Walter's room that we already came in. There's not really a whole lot to see in old Walter's room here. Although I do like his paintings on the wall there. I like them quite a bit, actually. And then down here to the left is Barbara's room. We've already been in it. And then...
Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement.
That's so funny. Okay, game. We've already been in Sam and Calvin's room. Is it Calvin? Yeah, Sam and Calvin's room. We have already been... No, we haven't been in Gregory's room, I don't feel like. But we did go into Sven and Edie's room. Gregory's room... Okay, this is just the pink bathroom. Okay. So, Gregory, I guess, didn't really have a room. He just has a door. So that's why the game keeps telling me to go check out that music box, because there's nothing left for us up here except for... these stairs that go up to this attic, and I'm going to guess that I'm not going to be able to get into this attic yet.
If I keep winding the music box, maybe a key will pop out like it did in the comic book.
Or maybe I'll try this.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, so they're locked, so We will figure out how to get in there from the basement, no doubt. So down the stairs we go. Oh, look at this. Look. Look. The banister here is repaired. Look at that. Because remember, we saw the story, the comic book story about Barbara. And this was broken, so that part of the story is true. Indeed, somebody did break through the railing here and fall over the edge. Nice touch, game. Nice touch. Okay. So. Gosh, what are we going to do now? Maybe try the music box? Let's try it. Keep turning it, keep turning it, keep turning it. Turning, we're turning. There we go. I got me the key. Yep, see, I told you she was going to get all eager and stick it in there herself. Man, I don't want to go down here. Basements are creepy. Especially one where we know that somebody was killed. I don't know. We don't know where she was killed. I don't know what that is. The heck is that? If the screen was brighter, I could probably tell, because it looks like there's some words over top of it, but if I can't read it, you sure as heck can't read it on YouTube. I guarantee it. Alright, I want to know what that is a little too badly. But we're going to move on. Now, I'm not sure where the light's going to come from down here, because there's no electricity in this place, but luckily this basement does have some windows, so. And it's kind of funny, because we were just down here as part of Barbara's story, Barbara's comic book story. So we can see that the pool table's still here. The blood has been cleaned up. They did a good job cleaning up Sven's blood. There's no stains. I remember... Oh, wow. Is that refrigerator? No, the refrigerator I think is still there. Over there in the darkness. Great sound effects. I mean, even just the simple sound effects of her feet walking. You could tell she's walking on concrete. And I feel like it echoes like it should in a basement, you know? Well done. I love little touches like that.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Yeah, looks like old Sven wasn't the most careful with his discarded wood. Could be nails in those things. Snugular. Snug tight home insulation. It's so windy out there. Yeah. Looks like Sven had a bunch of projects going on at the same time. And looky here. Here is like maybe a little model of that dragon slide or whatever it was he was making outside. The thing that killed him. Well, she doesn't really have a whole lot to say about the basements. So far.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Just once? Okay. Boy, I really wish that there was some light down here. Because it is pretty freaking dark. As well it should be. It's a basement. I mean, I'm surprised there's at least this much light here. Can we even get over to that part of the basement? Or is that just more of a crawl space? Well, here's the fridge.
Maybe she was hiding presents.
Here's the fridge. This is going to smell really good.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Secret passageway. Yeah, with a generator, so there's electricity. Huh. Okay. Is that supposed to be at the temperature? Because that's pretty ding-dang cold. That is super cold. Oh gosh, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking where this is going, ladies and gentlemen. No, sir, I'm not. I mean, is it a temperature? I guess it is. I mean, is like going to be dead people hanging down here? I hope not. Okay. Alright. Lights, please. Oh, well, there you go. I said the magic word. I said please. This is awesome!
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Where Walter had gone. Her... Whoa. I'm telling you, man. Sounds like somebody's walking behind me. Great sound effects. Alright. Who's Walter again? Walter was another one of her uncles. Right? No. One of her great uncles. Yeah. That's right. Because Dawn is her mom. So... be one of her... great... or no. I cannot read this stupid tree. Dawn... Edie was Dawn's grandma. Who was Dawn's mom? I don't know, man. I know I should know this stuff. Okay. Alright, let me get my bearings here. This is, creeping me out a little bit.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Whoa, this is awesome. Look at this. Some cereal, extra crispy. A lot of pea soup. A bunch of coffee.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah. So this is where Walter hung out, huh? This is the coolest house ever. Okay, here's his little toilet slash dish drying area slash shower. There's a radio left on down here. He's into ham. He was into ham radios. He's got postcards from people he probably talked to on the ham radio. This is my guess. I don't know this for sure, obviously, but I think it's a pretty good guess. Walter. There's that weird thing again. It says, okay, AA battery bulk pack. Okay, now I know what it says. We'll come back. Oh. Whoa. Okay, I'm not going to open that yet. Got some LPs there. He's got Cracking the Curse, Spiritual Warfare, 101 Survival Techniques, Surviving Death. This guy was trying to avoid the curse. I mean, I don't know what to touch first. We got a little book here. Normally these things will spawn a story, but I don't want to accidentally leave the room either. Oh well, let's see what happens. Okay. She's not going to say anything about that? I mean, that's obviously not real. That's a painting. But it's a nice effect. Oh. Neat. Okay. Should I go down there now? No, I think we're going to have to do this. So, March 2005. He's one of those people who put X's on their calendar. So, there's all Walter. 1952 to 2005. I mean, at least he lived a fairly long time compared to other people. Was he a chef? He got a little chef bobblehead kind of thing there. And some spices and such. Alright, Walter, what do you have to say to us?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Here we go.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Shaking? guess I'm cranking this. Actually,
But
just
after a
spin the
few
mouse.
days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough,
1976.
you get used to anything.
What's with all the shaking? Why does it shake down here? Well, I'm opening another can.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Don't cut yourself, dude.
And then one day, everything just
2005.
stopped.
That's when he died.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
So, for 30 years, he talked about a monster being on the other side of the door. The game won't let me walk that way. And then, about a week ago, it stopped. I guess the shaking, whatever the shaking was, stopped. And now he's done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. But we know he died in 2005, or at least that's what this says. Well, it doesn't say it now, but it did. Okay, let's open this. Alright, where's this gonna take us? Books and books and more books. Warding away spirits. Train modeling. Ghost trapping. The other side. Among monsters. Curses and other evils. More stuff stored down here.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Is this guy crazy?
Whatever killed Barbara
Yeah.
and Molly.
He's talking about the curse. He's not talking about what literally killed them. I don't think. Man, how do you stock up on that much stuff?
And Calvin.
And Calvin. We're gonna have to bash our way through that, aren't we? So we found, that doesn't look like 30 years of garbage. But, I mean, he had refuse. He had to put it somewhere. We saw that he had plumbing, though. He had a toilet back there. So yeah, we're gonna bash through this wall here.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Okay, so that's where we broke out. From right there. And I guess this was the shaking when this train would go by. But why did the train stop coming by? So Walter walks very, very slowly.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
And he gets run
I
over
can
by a
already
train.
imagine the sun in my face.
Got run over by a train. He got run over by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
He lived down here all that time. She never told him. Jeez. Oh, good freaking grief.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Huh, there were no words that time. All right, let's go down. Or not. I don't get to go down? There we go. Be careful. You're climbing for 2.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
All right,
But
gang.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
What else did she not tell her?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I bet that smells really good. Okay, let's go.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Let's try not to get run over by a train.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse,
Mm-hmm.
we made it real.
A little cross here for Walter. Walter liked trains. How cute that is. So, I thought, once we saw the train tracks, I thought, okay, well that's why his little place shook all the time, because the train went by. But then he was like, oh, it's not shaking anymore, I could go out. And so then I thought, well, I guess the train stopped running for some reason. And then he came out. I'm going to guess that he probably really didn't get run over by a train. He probably had a heart attack or something. But the game just kind of made it kind of embellished, you know, for dramatic effect. That's my guess. What the heck happened out here? Look at that light flashing out there. You see that? The red light. Do you think that the game is going to take us all the way out there? So there's, chairs? When I first saw them, I thought they were kites, but these are chairs in the tree. Why are there chairs in the tree? Oh, there's a bunch of them. What the hell's going on? Chairs
I don't
in the...
know if I should even be writing this.
She doesn't know if she should even be writing this. Well, I don't have an answer for you, Edith. I don't know. This is a nice piece of land they got here. Right on the water. Another chair in a tree. Okay. I'm sure
Maybe
that's
it'd be
that'll make
better if all
sense.
this just died with me.
More chairs.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh, so she's writing to her unborn child. Like some kind of totem pole. Oh, this is what we saw in the basement earlier, remember? When we went down there as Barbara in the comic book, we saw these things and I was like, what the hell is
And the
that?
history you're a part of.
Yeah, see, we saw that. Well, I was hoping we get to go up in the house. Hopefully we still will.
Gotta be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I want to swim out to that light. What do you think? Think the game will let me? Nope. Invisible wall. We will not be going out to that light. That looks like an interesting place up there. Walkways and such. Full moon.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I wish you'd say something about this. I mean, that's pretty freaking big, man. It's huge. Nice little place here on the beach. This is pretty awesome, really. No light in here, though. What are these kayaks, maybe? Can't really tell. First I thought they were coffins. Kayaks or canoes. Look how great those rocks look. And she falls to her death. Game over. So I'm thinking that's the house. The old house that sunk. Don't really know what happened here. We saw those train tracks over there that kind of like broke off into the water. Yeah, this was once a pretty neat place. I mean, it's still neat, but once a really neat place to hang out with the family here on the water.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Well, I'm outside the house. But now it's nighttime. I'm just looking around. Taking in the sights. A lot of potting mix. Very, very, very dark.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh, goody. We're going to a cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh my gosh.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
So we got a fish named Christopher. Bob, I guess that's a dog. Oliver, a rabbit. Shadow, a cat. And Shotzi, a dog, because it's a doghouse. Here's all these birds that we saw up in Sven and Edie's room. Derpy Jr., Derpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, and Zerpy. We got Zoe and Coco and Tucker and Charlie and Daisy and Lucy. That's a lot of dead animals. Oh, and Bailey. Bailey kind of has a little special place over here.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
So we got Molly here. Died at 10 years and 2 days. You know, give or take. Leap years and all that. Calvin. Sven and Edie. Walter. Barbara. So it doesn't look like her mom was buried here. Dawn.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Well, that's pretty dramatic. Look at this. It's on top of the house.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yeah. Oh, neat. We're going to get to look through it. Look through that thing there and see it. That is pretty crazy.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It's as far in as I could zoom. Okay. Now what? I go back? Or do I jump? What's the jump button? Nope, can't jump. Alright, I guess I'm going back now, but... Is there a path that's going to open up now that I didn't see before? Oh.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Wow. Well done, game. Well done. Wow. I walked up here and did not even see that path. Well done. Very cool.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Okay, here's Sam.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam and Gregory and Gus, so... Yes, so Sam was her dad. Okay, Sam was Dawn's dad. And then Gus and Gregory were Dawn's brothers. Of course, Gregory only lived almost 2 years, right? January 76 to December 77. Sam, heck, he only lived to 33. Gus, like 13. Gee whiz. So here's...
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Mm-hmm. So this is Edith's brothers and dad. And we can interact with Milton's thing here. Milton was the artist. And it doesn't have a died date on there, does it? Even though in here, there is a... But this is when he went missing. Let's see what she says.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Mm-hmm. Never found his body. I just can't even imagine. I can't even imagine how hard that would be. She has nothing to say about her dad. I mean, he wasn't that old when he died either. Lewis. I mean, yeah, I mean, where's Dawn, her mom? And I guess one of these plots are going to be Edith's when she dies.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Yeah. Look at that tree. Magnificence. Very dark under here, I know. Just kind of nosing around a little bit. Okay, well, this looks like a pretty good place to stop here. So I'm going to stop here, have a seat at this little table underneath this big, beautiful tree, enjoy the breeze, listen to the ocean. End this episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I sure hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, won't you let me know by leaving me a like or a comment? I sure would appreciate that. And if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, won't you please consider subscribing? Thank you guys so much for watching. I sure do hope you join me again in the next episode.